Getting right away. L0rinda, Mad Scientist, Frostbolt. He chucked away his third card before we could see what it was. So again, looks like it could be a Freeze Mage. Not 100% sure because you can see both of those cards in Mech Mage. You can see them in the Aggro Mage, and it's a Flame Walker. So
Aggro Mage.
looks like another Aggro Mage with another Flame Waker, and Flame Waker was an MVP in the game we saw earlier. So Crane keeping the coin. Coin's very nice to keep in this matchup. Lets you get into your War Song, especially War Song Grim Patron is going to do work against the lineup. That lineup of, minions that L0rinda is going to be putting out there. So getting the Unstable Ghoul out there will definitely kill the Mad Scientist. And again, keeping the coin is a good chance you could actually end up burning the counterspell. Using the counterspell, burning the coin, one of the best things you can give away.
No, I agree. And right now, he's deciding whether he wants to waste his flame cannon on this unstable ghoul. If he does not, his alternative is either Frostbolt, which you don't really want to waste here, or Ping, and then trade. But if you do trade with the Mad Scientist, your Mad Scientist is dead. So I think this is a good flame cannon turn. I mean, I don't mind it. And here comes flame cannon out. And then just hit face with Mad Scientist and go ahead and pass.
Not bad. I may have wanted to save Flame Cannon. Had he been watching the stream, he would know Crane is playing the Grim Patron Warrior. So things like Frostbolt, things like Flame Cannon, that's really going to help him clean up some of the board that Crane is going to be setting up. And Flame Waker is not going to be something you want out there then. So I may have saved the Flame Cannon for when Grim Patron or one of those teams of Grim Patrons get out there and just sacrifice your Mad Scientist and pick off the Unstable Ghoul to finish. But Crane kind of giving away what he is. Hey, I'm an aggro warrior. I'm going to your face.
Yeah.
Either that or I'm trying to draw off my Acolyte because my hand's garbage. So one of those two things is what L0rinda's looking at. It's the Unstable Portal, and he gets the 1/4 charge with Taunt.
And
I don't even remember what it's called.
I don't know what it's called.
But yeah, so 1/4 charge with Taunt. Is going to be able to play it for free if he chooses to right here. No Morgan Infantry. There we go. So he gets that out there, and it's unfortunate to put it out right now. It is going to just die to the Death Bite. So Crane touching around in his hand, maybe trying to play. You're right. Crane looks focused right now. He's touching around in his hand, trying to play mind games with L0rinda. Gets the secret up. If our producers could let us know, hover over, see what secret we did get proc there. It is a mirror entity. So we have a mirror entity set up, and Emperor Thorsan is not something you want to see mirror entity. Warsong Commander would be okay. If he gets towards Grim Patron, he gets a Warsong Commander out there. He can take it out with the Fiery Wind Axe, but right now he's going to have to do something to take out that Drake. It's not something you want to leave up against the Mage, especially this aggro Mage.
I agree. I think he's going to have to waste a Whirlwind Execute. No.
Maybe not.
Not the Execute. Just hit it with your face.
Now he is able to clear the board, take out the Warsong Commander, and then execute. Perfectly sequenced and perfectly played by Crane. Very well played.
So now here's why I would have kept the Frostbolt from earlier. That's because now you can drop Flame Waker, and you can Frostbolt his face, so he can't attack you with his weapon.
He used the Flame Cannon earlier. He does still have the Frostbolt in his hand.
What you said. I said this is why I would have used the Flame Cannon earlier and not used the Frostbolt.
Yes. Again, like I said, I would have kept on to both of them and just pinged. But either way, he's in a good spot. He has a couple of different choices of what he could do. Flame Waker obviously being a very good choice. Then again, Flame Waker still, if there is a Grim Patron and you do freeze face, Grim Patrons are going to start coming out. These are going to get at least 2 from killing the Flame Waker. I like playing the Sludge Belcher here, giving yourself, a chance to take out any patrons. You don't want to let him get any extras. So let's see. All right. Now another execute coming down right now, and the fiery wind axe going to take out the second half. Oh,
Gets his second draw. Very good play.
all right, and has a battle rage. So if L0rinda does not ping off the Acolyte, he's going to be able to end up getting a ton of draws through the Acolyte being damaged as well. L0rinda having the Sorcerer's Apprentice.
That is a nice draw.
It really is. He's able to get that and the Sorcerer's Apprentice off. Is that enough to also cast Counterspell?
No, it's one short.
One short of being able to do Counterspell. Is able to get the Frostbolt. All right. It does take out the Acolyte of Pain. Gets the Sorcerer's Apprentice down as well. So we have a Slam, Battle Rage. We have Gnomish Inventor. Gnomish Inventor first. All right. Grim Patron. There we go. How do you take out the Sorcerer's Apprentice? You're ahead on cards. You're still going to be able to cycle.
Well, you cut now that you have Grim Patron, you kind of want to keep his Flamewaker alive.
Yeah, you really do. So you can get more of his little Flamewaker pings coming towards the Grim Patron's way.
And I don't think L0rinda will actually keep the Flamewaker alive, but then at least you make him kill his own Flamewaker.
I don't know if the only way he's going to be able to kill his own Flamewaker is by fireballing it. You really don't want to waste the fireball.
I mean, like, using it to trade.
Yes, well, he's going to still have it at 2 health, even if he trades it into the Gnomish Inventor right now. And with Crane's hand, he's going to... Oh, wow. Both face. I guess that's good for Crane. Doesn't matter one way or the other. He's going to be able to run it in and still Battle Rage, get a couple of draws out of it. He has Emperor Thorsan, so he gets a couple of good draws. He's able to Emperor Thorsan, make the Grim Patron cheaper, make whatever else he draws a lot cheaper as well.
I would have dropped this right there.
Alright. I do like the counter spell, so you have 2 great spells up right now. It's going to be difficult for Crane to be able to deal with what's going on. Now he stops Battle Rage completely. There you go. Very smart. Play the Emperor first, and now play Emperor Thorsan. Or sorry, play the Armorsmith first, and then play Emperor Thorsan. Great sequencing right there. L0rinda does have a Fireball to be able to deal with it. He does have a Sludge Belcher to be able to follow up, but he's running lower on cards, and Crane runs much more cycle than L0rinda does. So Crane's going to be able to continue to fill his hand. Unfortunately, Battle Rage is going to need Counterspell if that's the one that comes up. So
I think on this turn he's going to have to Fireball Thorsan and then drop down a Belcher.
And yeah, that's the go-to play. Fireball the Thorsan, see what happens with the Armorsmith. If you're able to take out the Armorsmith with your Flamewaker or your own Armorsmith, do that. If not, just go face. But yeah, definitely fireballing the Emperor Thorsan. Sludge Belcher seems to be the best course of action. And
I did think about this play first, but I feel as though it's not against if your opponent had a War Song.
Yes. Well, War Song and Grim Patron. If Crane draws into a War Song right now, he's going to be in amazing shape. Being able to clean up the board and set it basically in an unlimited wave of Grim Patrons across the board. So we'll see if War Song gets drawn. Taskmaster. Still, you can develop a couple of Grim Patrons.
He can always...
Taskmaster. Thing is, he's probably going to try to Battle Rage and get blocked. So I would probably play that. There you go. And then play the Dread Corsair. Absolutely great play, knowing that it's likely a counter spell that he's going up against. Gets himself a second Grim Patron, and he can start going to town next turn. And L0rinda's in a position where he absolutely has to start running his creatures into anything other than Grim Patron to kill it. So he can run the Flamewaker and Armorsmith into the Dread Corsair, and his Mana Worm into the 1 Grim Patron, leave the Taskmaster. Oh, I don't know if I would have played the other Armorsmith, or sorry, the other Mana Worm, but doesn't really matter. Should run. Oh, wow. He's playing a little bit greedy, Should take the Mana Worm and kill off the 5/2 for sure.
Absolutely.
All right. So.
And then I would just attack Mage.
All right. Good.
Just in case he has Whirlwind.
Yeah.
Didn't he play both Whirlwinds?
Just
one?
I don't remember. I believe he played just one. But Grom coming in right here enables more Grim Patrons to come out, and that's rough right there. L0rinda.
I love how we've come to the day where you value Grom, or you value Grim Patron more than you value Grom.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy, but you can continue keeping a wave of those Grim Patrons coming out, and L0rinda, no cards, no way to deal with what's coming out. He needs, Kirin Tormage, not a great draw, staring at 16 damage next turn. It's going to be rough. I'm probably not going to be looking at 16 damage. Probably going to look at Crane running both of his Grim Patrons into the Mana Worm and the Acolyte.
You could draw into a force.
Plays the Gnomish right away. Yes, I love how, and plays something right from the side, it just pops right up. Oh! And unstable rule. Unable to see. Let's back out of this spectator mode and come right back in so we don't miss anything. Our Arcane Intellect, what a draw for L0rinda. At least he's able to get something in his hand.
Frostbolt, Frostwaker.
Flamewaker. So many Frost and Flames in the Mage's arsenal.
Just like
tough.
Water and Fire Elemental.
Yeah.
Well played.
So again, very tough spot here for L0rinda. Finishes the game, doesn't show any more cards. So Crane takes the first game of the series. He's up 1-0. His Warrior